The village of Hillman kicked off the month of July with crafts, music, cars, and entertainment for all ages to enjoy. Come explore with us as Sunrise Cable Network presents Mill River Days 2016.
My name is Edith Lennox, and I'm the coordinator and kind of like the director here. I've been here for over 10 years. This is our 10th anniversary. Mill River Days started as a fundraiser about 11 years ago when we were in the process of building the structure, and it was part of a overall plan to raise funds. And people enjoyed it so much that we decided to make it an annual event. And we have done that ever since. We have a craft show that goes on in the mill, inside and outside. Usually we get a very good crowd, depending on the weather. And this year the weather looks beautiful. So anyone who really would like to come out to Hillman, this building was built on property that belongs to the village. So the building itself belongs to the village. So everyone in this town is a part owner of Brush Creek Mill. And we have many, many volunteers here. It's a totally volunteer facility. We are not supported by tax dollars. We are totally self-supporting. So anytime they come out and come to one of our events, maybe buy an apple dumpling in the fall, or buy something from one of our craft show people, it helps Brush Creek Mill.
My name is Catherine Stevens, and I do photography, and I am a writer. And so what you see in the display here are photographs that I have taken around the area and other places that I have visited. A lot of them were taken in my own front yard, especially the trees and the leaves. Other places were taken in Petoskey or at Clear Lake. I also have a poster of my book, Tux and Me, that can be read at lots of different levels. It recently came in first place in the Dragonfly Award, which is that tells parents that there's nothing in the book that would be offensive to any of their children. It takes place in pre-revolutionary Boston. Since I've moved up north, I've just been overwhelmed by the beauty of the area. I had to take the pictures. And I'm an ex-teacher, retired teacher, and I've always been interested in writing. And once I was up here, I started a writing group, and writing came naturally out of that. And so when I was teaching, I worked with a group of at-risk youth, and they, if you can believe this, were unaware of the fact that we'd ever had a Revolutionary War. And so that's what got me started writing the book about Christmas addicts. And somehow the two have all come together, and I had the time when I was up here to do that since I've been retired.
Marilyn Kirk. And I'm Judy Wise. We're sisters, and we both live outside of Hillman here. And we just make a variety of crafts to keep ourselves busy and entertained. My husband does all of the wood and stone work, all with Lake Superior stones that we gather when we go up every year. I do a lot of the painting and decorating of the boxes, the magnets, etc. Marilyn does a lot of the needlework, and we both do greeting cards that we have for sale. So we do a little of anything and everything just to keep busy.
I'm Patsy Shooks from north of Hillman.
And I'm Donna Shooks Dressback. I was born and raised in Hillman, but currently do live in Ortonville, Michigan. We're selling jewelry, handbags, and scarves. We are basically a buy-sell company. We have some great pieces, mostly trendy pieces, at great prices. We in the past have sold in hospitals, but now we're taking our jewelry to smaller venues like this.
So how did you ladies decide to get into this kind of stuff?
Well, we've been here at the mill a couple times, right? With our rugs and jewelry, and decided to come back. We had some clearance type items and thought, oh heck, we'll go and purchase a table here. And how we got into this, just my husband and I were retired and we wanted something to do on the side. Now we're scaling back a little bit. That's why you'll see us at a small venue like this.
Tell me a little bit about the rugs that you have here.
They're all 100% cotton, machine washable, all one piece, and hand crocheted, different sizes. They will outlive most people. Just, they're just great. They're like washing a towel or a sheet. They're really good. They're really good.
And how long have you been making these rugs?
I knew how to make them when I was a kid, so I can't say, I just always have somebody wants when I make them one. Because they're easy and they're fast, it gives me something to do.
My name is Deb Koenig. I'm from Hillman. I've lived here most of my life. I'm a nurse in town at one of the local clinics, and I do photography on the side. And all of these pictures that you see here and all of this is just all from about 20 to 30 miles in a radius around Hillman. It's all local wildlife. We go out and take our own shots. My daughter helps me frame, and we make our own barnwood frames and that type of thing. And so we do craft shows in the summertime.
And how long have you been doing this?
This will be my 5th year. My 5th year.
And how did you decide to get into it in the first place?
Well, 6 years ago I had cancer, and I survived cancer, beat cancer, and I thought I don't want to just work all the time, so I decided to do something that would maybe be a little bit fun and exciting to do, and I love being outside, so this is the result. Sometimes you got to travel a little bit to find a wolf or a bear, but it's all just, this is us right here. The tigers come from the Detroit Zoo, let's put it, they're not in my backyard. But this is Hillman Tiger Country, so you got to have tigers.
And how long have you been coming here to the mill in Mill River Days?
This is where I started. I started here 5 years ago and got a great connection to the mill. Love the ladies. I'm a mill member, so I love to promote Hillman. So I come to every event that they have here.
Hey, I'm Roxanne Michaels. I'm from here, transplanted in Florida, summering here.
So tell me a little bit about what you're selling here today.
Antique vintage silverware, repurposed silverware. The
Tell me-
history of our country.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about the different things you've got on display.
Well, there's over 450 patterns dating back as far as the 15th century. It's just repurposed silverware so it becomes an heirloom. It's the history of our nation. Back in the day, every new bride got her set of silverware and they stored it and kept it beautiful for such a day as this.
And how did you decide to get into this?
Oh, my mom, when she passed away, had a spoon ring and us 4 girls were about ready to fight over it. So we decided we might as well learn to make it. And I'll have one.
And how long have you been...
My sister's been doing this for about 6 years. I've been doing it for 2.
And how long have you been coming here to the mill for Mill River
First
Day?
time. First time.
I'm Kelly Kindy from Bay City, Michigan, and I make handcrafted quilted items, and which consist of purses, little makeup bags. This is bowl cozies. These are wonderful. Put them in the microwave with your bowl to warm things up. They're reversible. They're very handy. Keep you from burning your hands. And we have little dishcloths and scrubbies that my mom makes.
So how did you decide to get into making this kind of stuff?
I just am an entrepreneur at heart, and this is my relaxation, is to do stuff like this.
And how long have you been coming here to the mill for Mill River Days?
This is my 3rd year doing this show, and it's always been pretty successful, so I signed up again.
All right, my name is Carmen Powell. I'm from Alpena, Michigan. I do this with my kids, who are 6 and 10, and my mother-in-law. It's a family thing we do. I have solar lights that we put together. They help me pick out what pieces go with what items. And then I have the kids do their stuff where candles or scrubbies. They put towels together. I got horseshoe artwork. that I put together. I weld and paint them and decorate them. This is our 3rd year or 4th year doing this, and we keep adding to it. The kids keep adding stuff to it.
And how many times have you been coming here as a vendor to Mill River Days?
The July one, this is our 1st year, but we usually come in October.
I'm Diana Johnson, and I live here in Hillman. And today I'm one of the volunteers that's helping sell t-shirts for our first Summer Snowdrift Rally. Today what I'm doing is I'm helping sell t-shirts for our race. I've been volunteering with Snowdrift for 13 years, and we felt like we needed to have a t-shirt for the first official Snowdrift Rally. So I'm here selling t-shirts, telling people about the first race. Everybody's getting excited, and I can hardly wait.
Food was also provided for craft show patrons at the mill, along with strawberries and ice cream. Later in the evening, the Brush Creek Mill welcomed local singer Butch Runyon for a special concert.
Comes from Waterford, Michigan, the hills of West Virginia, but perhaps most importantly from Runyon Ridge, just outside the scenic downtown Hillman. So welcome, Butch Runyon. He's here for the concert tonight. There's a canister at the back. We're going to split the donations tonight with a fundraiser for the mill, and then for Butch being here and sharing his talents with us this evening, and I know that you're going to think he's great. Remember, those of you who got here late didn't hear this, but we've got some pie out in the kitchen. We'll have some of that at the break if you'd like to buy some. Play a little bit of music. We'll have a break, and we'll wrap it up a little bit later. So, again, Butch Runyon, we're delighted to have you. Always got that hat on.
I want to remind you where I come from, West Virginia, where the men are men and the sheep are nervous, they say down there.
I've been playing music since I was a teenager, playing professionally. And we happen to have a place up here in Hillman off of Long Lake, and we just love it up here. So, and the Brush Creek Mill happens to be one of the favorite places for me to play. I play all around the country, mostly Midwest and the South, like Huntington, like West Virginia and Kentucky, Tennessee, Virginia, Ohio, and Michigan, and play up here in Alpena and stuff. So, like this area a whole lot around here.
So what made you want to get into writing music and singing?
Well, actually, for a legacy for my family, I'm into family history and genealogy, and the songs that I write usually are about things in my family that have happened. I do just mostly storytelling type of stuff. That's the name of my CD, is Storyteller.
How many years have you been coming here to the Brush Creek Mill?
Since about 1992. Yep, and I come in here a lot of times and play on Friday nights. I think it's the 3rd Friday of every month. Come in and do the open mic with them, and a lot of good people. They're just real good people here.
Another man sits at the kitchen table, just staring off at the floor, trying to drown those old memories that he brought back from that war. He's trying to hold down his job and support his family. When he finally broke his silence, my father-in-law turned to me and he said, "No one will ever know what I put my family through. I came back from foreign shores, but I I was lost in World War II. The greatest generation this country ever knew. Some came back from foreign soil. Some were lost in World War II. Some came back from foreign shores. Some were lost in World War II. I wrote that song about my dad and my father-in-law. It was kind of tongue-in-cheek, and I was thinking, greatest generation, I don't know. But just recently, March 17th, I got a message on Facebook from a gentleman. He said, do you know a William A. Runyon and a Ruth B. Runyon? I said, yeah, those are my parents. And he said, well, I have something you might be interested in. And so he sent me a picture. 1944, my dad's Army Cup, with engravings on it, and everywhere he landed. And I want to pass this around, and it's got Belgium and Holland, and there's 2 double hearts on here, which we never heard my dad say the word love. But if you would like to pass that around. And this gentleman, he got this back to me, and it's engraved, and it's got my older brothers and sisters. There's 5 of them on there. I wasn't born yet. I wasn't born till after the Vietnam War. Okay, you told me not to tell that lie anymore. After Korean War. But I wrote a song about it. And I'll tell you first, my dad, his preferred drink was wine. He was a wino, and I kind of like wine myself. It's kind of hereditary, I think. But when I got this cup, I got together with my family, and I mentioned earlier that my parents and all of them were Pentecostals. They didn't drink. So I went down there with a bottle of wine and a cup. I got them all to drink out of there. I just told them to pretend it was a sacrament. I think I got some aboard now. I think my sister drinks it daily now. But I wrote this song about it. He lowered up his gear. The year was 1944. Took one more drink from his cup and headed off to war. Well, he'll see things that he's never seen before. The shells exploding all around. It shook him to his core. This ain't no Holy just an army canteen cup. But if it should make its way back home, pour the wine and drink it up. One man from this country and one from over there. He left behind his cup a token he could share. Now both men are gone, and they left it to his son. To find the family of the soldier and pass it on. Well, this ain't no holy grail, just a plain old army cup. But if it should make its way back home, pour the wine and drink it up. He found the family of the soldier, pour the wine and drink it up. Let's raise a toast to all the soldiers. The cup is coming home. Story of the cup.
Numerous events also took place throughout the community on Sunday. From 8 to 3, visitors flocked to downtown for the Wheels Car Club Car Show.
Okay, my name's William DeFisher. I'm the acting president of the Wheels Car Club, hosting this year's car show. This is our 8th annual. In the past, we've done the Hillman Street Drags. We did that for 20 years. We decided to go back to doing a car show. We've been doing this ever since. The revenue raised through the car show is used to support an Hillman activity. The donations go to, in the past, as far as like Mount Morency Dare program.
50-50 tickets.
The Hillman Little League, we help pay for the scoreboard that they bought. We've done different organizations, and this year it's actually the money is going to be donated to the Hillman radio station.
Well, my name is Bruce Magg. I'm from the Brutus area, which is about an hour and a half away from here, which is on Burt Lake. My car is a 61 Chevy Impala. Very classic car. You don't see them at shows. They're quite rare. This is out of the John Scotty collection out of Canada. It's a beautiful example of a 61 Chevy Impala convertible. I've had it for 3 years.
And how long have you been collecting classic cars?
Oh, probably for about 20 years. I have 9 of them.
My name is Bill Van Steenis. I'm from Rogers City, Michigan. And I have a 92 Mustang convertible. Basically stock. The only modifications are wheels and the paint scheme. I've had it for 10 years. I've been a car guy ever since I was 16 years old, and I've been doing cars, racing cars, building cars since then.
I'm Josh Mishley. I'm from Alpena, Michigan, actually Osneek. It's a 71 Plymouth Duster. It's a Kentucky car, so it's all original metal. I've always had a love for classic cars. My son shares the same passion, so we figured we'd do it together as a father-son project and go to shows.
How long have you had this one?
This car I've had since the winter.
James Klaus, I'm from Millersburg. It's 37 Chevy pickup. I say it's built as a traditional hot rod, but a lot of the guys here are calling it a rat rod. Kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, but that's all right. It took me 6 months to build it. It's got a big block Chevy with automatic overdrive, 9-inch Ford. It's just a nice cruiser, actually, and it's something that you don't see every day.
Well, Terry Becker, I'm out of Hessel, Michigan. I found the car in '97. It was in a woods. It took 6.5 years to restore it. It's won the Nationals 8 years in a row. It's everything on it. It's been a body off restoration. It's been a lot of fun. I took it out of the woods in '97. 1997, then we started on it. It was 6.5 years later we finished it.
And what got you into collecting classic cars in the first place?
Well, I grew up through the 60s, so I was new to these cars in the 60s. I just followed them on up, and then 40 years later I dug one out of the weeds.
Gary Kubis of Hillman also came to show off his quad. And after putting on a little show for everyone, I got to speak to Gary and learn more about it.
Gary Kubis from Hillman, Michigan. Quad's been an ongoing 20-year project, along with the half track, a few years. In the military reenacting and any kind of military shows, parades, or whatever. It's my hobby.
How did you decide to bring it here to the car show?
Well, probably because nobody around here has ever seen one.
How long have you had it?
A long time, 20 plus years.
Throughout the day, the Thunder Bay Resort hosted elk viewing tours for Mill River Days visitors.
My name is Jack Matthias, and I and my family own Thunder Bay Resort here in Hillman. And today we are doing some rides that are suitable for young children. It's about 45 minutes to an hour to go out and see the elk. We do that typically 4th of July weekend and VJ Day. But the full-blown version of what we do is our elk viewing, carriage ride, gourmet dinner, and wine tasting, and those we do from about mid-May through the end of March each year. So, we happen to be right on the edge of the range for the wild elk herd here in northern Michigan. Our range extends from here in Hillman, west to Gaylor, north to New River, back to Nottoway, and down here in the Hillman area. And it's about 15 or 1600 square miles. So the wild herd numbers about 1,300 animals this time of year. There's a lot of elk. But if you do the math, it's about 700 acres of woods for every elk that's out there. So we have guests ask us occasionally, hey, where can we go to see the wild elk? Got a car coming here. So when people ask that, we're always happy to get out a couple county maps and magic marker and plot a route for you, send you off towards the Bishop River country. Now, much more often than not, you'll just come back 2 or 3 or sometimes even 4 hours later. Very dirty depth car from all sand trails to get back, and usually not successful in finding any wild elk. So it was thinking about those frustrated guests that caused us to wonder, gosh, if we could almost guarantee that we would be smart enough to show you wild elk in the wintertime when you come back and visit with us.
They're all about a fence up there, Jack. Oh, he's coming down here to the trees. There's the bull. Whoa. Babies up there on the hill. I think that's it.
Stand up.
Yeah.
Stand up. He's coming up the embankment.
Oh, yeah.
They're all down
There's the baby right there standing up
there. He's better stand up. Yes. But they don't have any.
It's a 4-year-old, and his antler development is already bigger than most of our 6-year-olds. So we are very, very happy with him. I don't think he's going to turn into $1 million bull, but it'll be nice. We'll just have to observe what happens over the next few years. That newborn calf is growing like crazy.
Where is it?
It's up there amongst the females, I think.
He just laid down the mud.
Are there $1 million bulls?
Well, that's what I explained to you. For breeding stock purposes, if you can raise one of the top 15 or 20 because of things like artificial insemination and embryo implants, you can export those genes around the world. That very small handful, and remember 2,500 of us would all really love to raise one of 15 or 20. Don't have any retirement plans going around that, but it sure would be nice. So you have no idea how tough it is to train them to respond to subtle hand signals.
Oh my God, you're beautiful, and here comes your mates. They're all coming over too. I see you. You want to be where you are. Be part of the picture. Can you see this? It's right here.
That's a nice shadow of that
one. And now this is the mate that you came.
I don't know what brought him over, but
Now, do they bugle in the fall here?
they do. That's very much a mating season behavior. You will not hear that in the summertime. It'll be almost non-stop once it's...
No, the baby's over there.
There's another baby.
There's two babies in there.
Once a year.
Go. Right in the back seat. We're almost there.
A little bit unusual. You probably heard there was a TV camera on board to show off a little bit.
And now he's moving up.
He's nice.
The most frequently used adjective with elk is majestic. Let's see your antlers over here to the left a little bit. There are 3 fully mature bulls there.
The only place we've seen this one.
8-year-old and 2 9-year-olds. And then in the distance is one of our breeding bulls, Tucker Jr. and his group of cows and calves. You can see his antlers way in the distance. He's going to be a little bit bigger than what you see on these 3 if they would cooperate a little better and give us a little more exposure.
The Culpeper and Merriweather Circus also came to Hillman with 2 shows on Sunday afternoon, sponsored by the Hillman Area Chamber of Commerce.
Today, July 3rd, we have a 2 o'clock show and a 4:30 circus show. It's great for the community, good for everybody, all the kids and all the families. So we're excited to have them. The circus goes around every 2 years up here in northern Michigan, and they had contacted us and asked if we were interested in sponsoring it and hosting it. We're the ones that sponsored it. We're the ones that went out and put out the flyers. We sold the tickets. So I mean, we got a pretty good turnout today too.
Finally, on Sunday evening, everybody flocked to Emmerich Park for a night of fireworks.
Bruce Brown from Hillman here. Willie Creekmore, Lachine.
How are you guys looking forward to tonight's fireworks?
Pretty good. I think they'll be good tonight. The finale's always good.
And how many years have you been coming to the fireworks here in Hillman?
I've been living here since 40 years, so 40 years now.
Tristan, I'm from Canada Creek Ranch.
And how old are you, Tristan?
9.
And how are you looking forward to the fireworks?
Pretty cool.
What brings you here to see the fireworks here in Hillman?
I really want to see them. That's what brings me to.
And who are you with tonight?
I'm with my family, my cousin.
I'm Ron Missig. I'm from Madison Heights, Michigan.
And what brings you here to Hillman?
We have a little cottage over by Lake Avalon, and we're up here to see the yearly fireworks. We're just here having a good time, ready to enjoy the show.
And who are you with tonight?
I'm here with my entire family. I could name them all, but it would take forever. That's all of them, basically. We come here pretty much every year, so you know it's a yearly thing for us.
My name is Mark Herman. I currently live in Hillman, and I'm here to light the fireworks for the 4th of July this year.
And how long have you been involved here with the fireworks?
This is, I think, my 12th year I've done them here in Hillman. And I also do a show in Sheboygan and one in Cummins that my uncle does.
What got you interested in doing this in the first place?
Always liked fireworks, and it just happens that these are a little bit bigger than what I was used to as a child, and they're a lot of fun. The fireworks are supplied through Wolverine Displays. They're out of Cullin, Michigan. And it's put on by the Hillman Chamber of Commerce, I'm pretty sure, is the benefit.
Oh!
Oh my God!
God, Kurt, you're amazing. Next time, buy a lotto ticket and go, it would be nice if I won the lotto now. Now this is the spot. Where's Sarah at? The spot is up on that hill.
Thanks for joining us for Mill River Days 2016 in the village of Hillman. If you would like to learn more about the Brush Creek Mill, visit their website at www.brushcreekmill.com, or to learn about other upcoming events around Hillman, visit the Chamber's website at www.hillmanchamber.org. And remember, for all things local, stay tuned to Sunrise Cable Network.